Greetings, everyone. So this is my March monthly vlog check-in. I actually have an outline, so I'm going to stick to that. So item number one, I have not been crafting, sewing nearly as much this month. I have come to the realization that I am actually somewhat depressed. I don't really suffer from depression on a regular basis, so it's something that when it does happen to me, it's kind of this, oh, that's what that feeling is. I don't have a long history of it, so I don't recognize it when it happens. And I am in a situation that I am situationally depressed. So I have gotten myself into a place where I can't work in my art room the way I want to. I can't work in my studio the way I want to. And it is causing me to be even more depressed because I'm not able to craft at my level of what I want to do and my rhythm in life. And I am getting more depressed because of it. And so the month of February was kind of, for lack of a better term, a little bit in the shitter. And I am trying to puzzle out how to rectify that situation. And I wanted to be very open about how depression can affect the artist. I'm not somebody who has a long history of depression and taking antidepressants and things like that. Like most of the time when I get depressed, it's either because of my biotoxin illness or because, and biotoxin, I have a very, that's a whole nother video and I can go into that another time, but the long and the short of it is certain situations will trigger this depression that I don't know that that's what's happening until I get really kind of down that well, and then I realize I'm miserable and I don't understand why, and oh, I'm depressed. Okay, now I know what that is and let's fix it. And now I'm puzzling out how to fix it because crafting, sewing, and creating is the thing that's supposed to keep me from being depressed and anxious and upset. And it has always been my coping mechanism, and I have not been able to fulfill and use that coping mechanism, and hence I am depressed. So that's kind of what the way February ended, and now we are at the beginning of March, and I am kind of at loose ends in trying to figure this out. Okay, the other two on my outline is I am working on my little foxes brooches, and you're gonna see that video in March. That's gonna come out, so you're gonna see how I make those. And the inspiration for those is very much the History Bounding Facebook page, where there's a community of people from all over the map, all over the globe, that use historical fashion to inspire their current trends. And I was actually turned on to this Facebook page from my friend Sherry, who rightly so acknowledges that I've been doing this my whole life. I don't think inside a box. I dress for work in a very Victorian inspired clothing fashion. And they chose the fox as their mascot, which I think is wonderful. And so I embroidered, you've probably seen it in some of my other videos where I wear it. I wear my brooch, but then I've had a couple other people that have expressed interest. Once I get these done, though, I'm not making any more. I'm not a big cross-stitch person, and I think I have cross-stitched now 5 of them, and I am bored. I don't do repeat embroidery projects on purpose because I get bored with them. The other embroidery project that I am working on is my partner's son Shane. He has a Roman persona, 9th century Roman persona, and I have agreed to make him this year a fancy Dalmatica kind of court for court in the SCA, and all of the embroidery roundels and clavies on that are all going to be hand embroidered. So I have about 40 hours of embroidery into them, and I'm not anywhere near done. So it's a long-term project. So you're going to see that kind of in different stages. I'll be posting videos on that, but not now, because I'm still just filming footage. Okay, number 3 on my outline, pants. So I got up this morning and I didn't want to wear my Victorian skirts. I do like to wear pants. My default pants are jeans, and jeans are very modern, and I have 3 pair that fit. And though I am working on losing some weight so that the others will fit, that means these will be too big. And then I will be caught in another conundrum that I don't want to buy any more jeans. I want to learn to make pants. I have made historical pants for other people very successfully. I have made pants for myself historically that are kind of like the Venetian, they're a baggy pant that have like a trunk hosey type bottom. I've made those fairly successfully, but every time I have tried to make more of a 20th and 21st century type style pant, I epically fail. I have never been able to get a pair of pants that fit me. I know that part of the problem is I am extremely short-waisted and I have very long legs, and my rise is weird because I am built like an hourglass. I am built like a pear, and making pants for me to fit right where I feel comfortable and I feel like I look nice is an obstacle. So that is a goal for 2020, is to start making pants. It's not going to happen the month of March, but I'm putting it out there so that y'all will remind me as the year goes by, hey, weren't you going to make pants? I want to make pants for a couple of reasons. I have some scrap fabric that I've had for a while that I want to make some really nice vests, and I have white blouses on my drafting table. You know, I have a list of things that I want to make this year that round out my wardrobe so that I can stop buying clothes. And one of the things that I want to stop buying is pants. And I want to start having a little bit more of an option of things to wear to work. Because currently, when I'm not wearing my Victorian-inspired dresses, I am wearing pants they're a stretchy fabric that I purchased at Walmart. And 2 of those pair are starting to fall apart because they are nylon, stretchy, lycra-y type fabric, and they get a snag in them and they just start to wear. And I have cleverly patched so that you can't see, but they're black, so they're starting to fade a little bit. The patch fabric is not fading at the same rate. So again, I want to replace those with pants that are comfortable, that I can wear, that aren't too short when I sit down, aren't too long when I stand up, have the correct rise, have the correct waist, etc., etc., etc. So number 3 is pants. I want to make sure that goes on my 2020 list. The next thing on my list is just a personal thing that adds to my depression issue. These glasses I have had for 8 years, and I stepped on them last night and I broke them. These are prescription sunglasses, and they're very heavily tinted because I have light sensitivity, and when I drive in the sunlight I get migraines. And not only did I step on them and break the frame, but I scratched the prescription lens really bad. So it is unlikely that they are going to be able to salvage these. And these glasses were $400 when I bought them 8 years ago. I have an appointment to see an optometrist today to get a renewed prescription, and hopefully maybe we can find a set of frames these will go in. Otherwise, maybe a pair of sunglasses that I can have by next week. They don't make anything same day here, so they have to be sent out. Lovely, the wilds of Montana, right? So that adds a layer of frustration and financial strain that I was not expecting today. Yay! That would be sarcasm. Okay, so the final thing on my list is, I kind of put it out there last month asking if you all would like a weekly progress vlog. And I'm still in the toss-up about that. I don't know if I want to do it, if I have time to do it, if I have enough to post about. When I'm not depressed and I'm able to get in my studio, I'm in my studio every single day. I'm doing something. And I feel like that would be something engaging and something that other people can find inspiration to continue to work. But the other side of that is I'm in a quandary because right now I'm not in my studio every single day, and I'm struggling with this particular situation that I can't seem to resolve, and I don't know that I'm going to have enough time to do a weekly vlog. Currently, and I keep my art stuff very separate from my business because I do own my own business. And it's two totally separate subjects, and that's why I've separated. At one time, Eagle and Rue incorporated some of that business stuff in with the artsy stuff, and I felt like it cluttered the channel up. I felt like it cluttered my life up. Things weren't clearly delineated, and I know that life is messy and things are not always clearly delineated, but I wanted to give more effort to the crafty side and the inspiration side of my life. And so I'm kind of in a toss-up, but I would love to hear some input from y'all if a weekly vlog would be something you're interested in. Currently, I post a crafty type video, or I'm reposting old stuff every Monday. I think it's Monday. I have to look at my calendar. Everything goes in my planner. I write outlines for everything, or I try. Sometimes I wing it and it turns out okay, but anyway. And if I did a weekly vlog, what day would be a good day to release that? I know that Costuming Drama, she does amazing weekly vlogs. They're on Fridays, I believe. Some of my other costuming channels, they post every 2 weeks, some of them once a month. You know, it kind of depends, and they mostly seem to do Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I don't want to clutter up your watching channel if that's not something you have enough time to do. Like, I would love to be able to have another day option if that's something that you would like. But I haven't really gotten a whole lot of input. So I'm asking for input because I feel a little stuck. How much of it is because I'm depressed? I don't know. And then my final point for today was my hat. The elephant in the room in the video, right? I love my hat. So this hat I have had for years and years. I got it secondhand at some random store. I didn't wear it for a long time. I drug it to SCA events all the time and I never wore it. And I pulled it out a couple weeks ago and I put this beautiful pin that an SCA friend gave me 2 years ago at a summer event, and I put it on, and I used one of my hat pins that I made myself. So I made this hat pin and it pins right through it really easily. It's faux fur, so it's not real fur. It's got a really nice satin lining inside of it, and I have discovered that I love it, and now I wear it every day. And I wanted to show you because I don't think I have any other regular pictures with me in it, and so I just wanted to show it to you because I love it. I also wanted to point out that behind me is a I don't do a lot of embroidery that just hangs up as decoration. I would say 98% of my embroidery is something that goes on a garment or is something that you wear that's useful. And every once in a while, I make something that I hang up. And this piece actually took me about 2 years to embroider, 2 or 3 years to embroider, because I started it and then I got stalled out. And it's on a linen handkerchief, and it's in all cotton. And it is one of my favorite pieces. And it's got some stains on the linen because I drug it to arts and sciences events, and I showed it to people, and people's dirty fingers touched it. And I decided that instead I wanted to put it inside of a frame and hang it in my office. So this is one of my office decorations, and I really just love it, and I wanted to share it with you because I'm in the office today, and I was doing some letter writing and pen pal writing, and you know, all the things that I do because I can't do it in my studio. Back to the studio. Oh my goodness. Hopefully that will be resolved in the next couple months, because it just cannot continue the way it is. So I hope you all have a beautiful day. Leave some comments. Let me know that you're watching these, because I know that I have subscribers, but I don't know who actually watches. And I'm going to continue to create content, and eventually somebody will find it. But, you know, I would love to engage with you. I would love to answer your questions. I will point out, though, that there was a vlog that I was watching from somebody else not very long ago, and they were saying that they cater their channel to what people say. And there's a certain amount of that I understand. But there's also a certain amount of, I have an idea and a dream for my content and for my channel. And I'm not going to be creating Disney costumes. I'm not. That's just not what I do. I sew and create based on history. And I'm an artist, so I share my art. Everything that I make is a one-of-a-kind piece. I don't replicate very well. Even all the little foxy things I'm doing, each one is unique and different, has a slightly different signature, has a slightly different count, has a slightly different thread choice. Because I love art. I love creating art. And in everything that I do, I want it to be a work of art. If anyone is ever gifted something that I have made by hand, I can guarantee you it is a work of art in some way. I don't mass produce. And I like to share art. I believe that art and thinking for yourself and creating inspiration from the world around you and giving joy to other people through art is part of how I'm put together. And creating a YouTube channel and creating a Patreon and creating these things is to share that art. I do have a couple videos I've videotaped that are going to come out in April and May where I'm watercoloring, so you can see some of my watercolor stuff. Basically, it's all around costume design right now because that's really what my focus is. But I used to paint cotton fields and animals and portraitures and all that kind of stuff. So art is a thing that I do, and I've been doing it for a really long time, and I want to share that with you. But I would also love to have your input and the share and the joy of creating things. Have a beautiful day, and I will, at least if I don't do weekly vlogs, I will at least check in with you at the beginning of April. So at the beginning of every month, I still am doing those vlog posts because that is part of my format, you know, posting once a week something and then once a month. And that's the format I've set up. And I would like to tweak it a little bit as time goes by, and we'll see what that looks like. Time is a great forgiveness, and time changes all things, and we grow and we learn and we mature through time. And I hope to never stop learning. I hope to never stop creating. I hope to never stop sharing my love of art with you. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the future. Blessed be.